Shop safety. You need to wear your safety glasses anytime you are in the shop, no matter what you are doing. You need to wear not baggy shirt, long pants, and closed-toe shoe. That hurts, Joe. Do not hurt your friends. You need to walk in the shop. Do not run. Do not wear gloves when operating power tools.
On the wood side.
On the wood side, and you're dealing with hot metal, you do want to wear gloves.
Or else you go
Or else you will burn your fingers.
and have second-degree burns.
Or worse.
Death.
When you are working around a grinder, or anytime there are sparks, you do not want to have them all pointed at like right here, or at any part of your body, because you will catch on fire. I know from experience. Saw. This is the guard. Make sure it is in place when you start it up so you don't cut yourself. This, so you change the angle, so I know how to do it. Then this here is fence. When you cut, make sure your wood is up against the fence like that. Not like that. Like that. And then when you go to cut it, make sure your hand stays back here, and you start to make sure you don't move this off while it's still spinning, and then you pick it up.
Alright, so this here is a bandsaw. Basically what a bandsaw means is basically with this little blade here, it's really, really tiny. And with this really tiny blade, you can make small little cuts, like you can do like a curvature and all that. So you can make a small circle if you wanted to. Simple as that. It kind of goes up and down in a way, sort of. Well, yeah, sort of in a way. It's a really long blade on the inside. I'm not gonna open that up, but okay. So when you want to use it, you want to make sure both hands and fingers are like 4 inches away from the bandsaw. So not like this, but rather kind of like this, that, however. And then within that, you want to keep the guy about 1/4 inch from the material being cut. And when you saw curves, you want to gradually do it, and with them, you kind of want to do some relief cuts. So, but I'm gonna show a demonstration now.
Also, let the blade go to full speed before you cut.
Bingo! And then once you're done, hit the stop button here. You can actually read. Stand here until this guy shuts off. And then once it shuts off, you're good.
This is a table saw. Give me the push stick. This is a push stick. That's what you put your board through with. Well, this here is your fence. It moves. This is your blade for your saw, so you don't cut yourself. And now, when you're cutting, you want to make sure your board is right up against the fence. And with the push stick, just make sure this hand stays far away into the board. And push it through. It would cut if the saw was on, but this is just demonstration. Now, to start it, you gotta put the switch. How do you start this thing?
You pull this little lever here.
Oh, I thought I had to stop it. And then it's at full speed now. So you just go nice and slow. And then hit that to turn it off. Wait till the blade stops. Then you move this. Little piece of wood. A big piece of wood. This is a router. Put your hand here and here. this is the on and off switch. Reading red, or you want to go left to right, like you're reading a book. Before you turn it on, you want to make sure that your bit is not touching the wood. So then you. Keep it right here until the bit stops. You can move it. Look what it did.
Mostly I'm making a nice edge for like trim panels or
Yes.
like a box.
Or gets rid of sharp edges,
That too.
sharp corners.
So this here is a drill press. Basically what it is, just a drill, stationary. So it's not a portable drill. It's a full-on drill, a handle, and everything else like that. So basically what we have here is we got a light. But here you can see what you're looking at. I'll have the light on. And this here's your key. Basically what this key does, oh, come on.
So our next tool is jigsaw. So when you're using this, you want to make sure you don't
Basically what we
start
got
it
is
on the
basically
board
just kind of
and
press it in,
make sure it
turn
comes
it.
at full speed and to take your time.
We'll drop this guy out. Basically, or if you want to put one in, basically just kind of tighten it up. Oh, going the wrong way.
And make sure you got a good sharp blade. You don't want nothing dull. Make sure your cord's out of the way when we're cutting.
When you're wanting to tighten it up, just put the key in there, tighten it up, and go nowhere.
Board from here. Make sure you come
And then with every piece of thing you have, make sure you clamp it down. Clamping it down is going to be your best friend. It's just going to go.
waist side.
It'll spin around and hit you. It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Alright, but anyway, to start the machine up, press start. Let it get to full speed, and then just kind of ease it on it. You don't want it to rush, or else it'll come back to the ease it on it. Got our homemade. Hit the stop button. Stand there till it stops. So this here is a jigsaw. Basically, it's kind of like a bandsaw, except it's also like a little saw blade. Don't know where the name jigsaw comes from, but probably because you make figure eights. But anyways, with the jigsaw here,
It's called a jigsaw because it jigs up and down.
Mine works too. Oh, but anyways, basically we got our blade here. They show like a few different settings here on how you can have it. Apparently, this here is going to be like your guide. Basically, going to make sure you're always going to be on there flat, without like any kind of.
Make sure the shoe is touching the board when you cut. It's like a fence on a normal saw.
Except, yeah. Alright, to make sure your core is always clear from you. So basically, what you do is whenever I've been doing all that stuff, I have my core like right up here, basically kind of like guide to the shoulder. So let's go make a cut.
Don't forget your relief cuts.
But what we're gonna do is make a little curve. Always have your hand up here. You can have your hand on the trigger. Don't press the trigger till you're going. And yeah, but we got a nice clean cut. Alright, so what we're going to do is an arc welder. Arc welder here just hangs on the ground, a little clamp, and an electrode. That's the rule. Don't bend it. Leave like that. But you want to make sure you have a knife. If you bend it, it'll kind of mess with the electrode. You would have more like this. Second of all, amperage. Make sure you're set on. Right? So you want it somewhere around like 90. 90 is probably around the perfect range. And make sure all your ground is on a nice surface. you want to weld, have one glove, sleeve, or hoodie, have a helmet on shade, and I guess a pin. Have it on shade pin. So when you're getting ready to weld, you want to put the switch and yell cover. Ready? You're ready. Cover. So with these, you want to make sure you at least have them setting on somewhere where they won't go anywhere. If you're doing that, if not, you're going to straight on past, kind of get ready. But you want to have that like a 15-degree angle, kind of strike it like that. Switch off. Put the ground clamp back. Grab your favorite pair of pliers too, in case you can't hold it. This here is a small UV. You're not getting as much penetration as this. Your pedal's not making bigger. So what you then want to do is kind of crank it up. And just kind of restart from there. I'll show you a bad weld and a good weld. So this here's our bad weld. We'll do a good weld. And that's what you call laying done. 30. Taking out the rest. Kind of wire brush it. Pretty. And then what you're doing with this, hold it with a pair of pliers, go find your water bucket, dump it down, and it should be cool.
This is a bench grinder. Now, you gotta make sure you wear your safety glasses and you keep your fingers out pretty much the whole area, because it will just suck it right in there. Yeah, it'll be like, and then you'll lose your finger, but Sharon ate my fingers. The grinder ate my fingers. And also, make sure when you're grinding, you want to go like this. You see, if you look at the wheel, there's a bunch of little divots in it, so people's going grinding in one spot. It wears down quicker. It's no good. But make sure you got your vice grips. It's here's the on and off button. It takes a really long time to turn off, so you're gonna want to stand here and like. Good to have a friend to talk to while you're waiting for this to slow down. But anyways, let's just get to it. Well, you gotta plug it in first. Where is it? There it is. That doesn't look safe. Safe enough. Okay, it's at full speed. We can start grinding. Look at that. It's grinding. Now you turn it off. You gotta sit here and wait.
And there's Jeopardy music here.
Let's just do that to make it go quicker.
Bingo.
All good.
So this right here is a plasma cutter. Basically what a plasma cutter do is basically take the job of an aux cord. It just kind of narrows it down to where it's just to make like nice shapes, like you can make like a circle on it, easier, cleaner cut. Mostly for thin metal too. Basically what you want to do when you hook up a plasma cutter is you want to put an air hose with about a good few pounds of pressure of air. So filter on there, hooked up onto the actual plasma cutter itself. And then you want to get a nice ground, preferably be on your either on your work part or the table. And then wear nice glasses, sleeves, and gloves. And a drone switch. Gotta be up to the back of the welder. Click it on. You'll see a nice little light up. What we're gonna do is there's gonna be a little safety flap. Flap it up. Get it sitting right on the metal. Fire the plasma cutter up. That scared me.
Okay.
I know, I forgot about this.
Yeah, we do that, Jacob. Don't put
Basically set it up.
something into it. See now.
Might have to make a few cuts because it helps. So basically kind of make sure you can get it cut. There we go. Nice clean cut. Once you're done, that thing stop.
Don't touch that, it's hot. That's also hot.
And then just turn the motor off. And the motor can only be running for 5 minutes, so we have a cool down time. So you can use this for about 5 minutes, and then you gotta turn it off to let it cool off, which has about, I think, an hour cool off time.
This is a radial arm saw to be safe while using a radial arm saw. You see these lines here, it says safety zone right here. Don't put your fingers in here. Put them out here. So when you're cutting, make sure your fingers are out of it.
And not here and go.
Yeah, you'll cut your fingers off. So, right here is a guard for the blade. It's a little metal piece. And then this here is your handle to hold this all back so you can make your cut. Right here is your on and your off switch. And that's pretty much it, really.
Got a key ignition.
Yeah, I just noticed I didn't know I had that. So this is your on and your off switch. What you want to do is turn that on, put your board in place, wait for it to get full speed, and then turn it off. Wait for that to stop. And then you can move your wood. Also, I forgot to mention this. When you're making your cut, make sure your wood is up against the fence.
There's a little gap there.
Yeah, I know. It's because it's a little little mixed up.
Yeah. But have it like that. Don't have it.
Well, that's not good.
Showing how to fix it.
Showing gotta fix it. This is a spindle sander. Here we have the spindle to sand it, and the on and off switch, and more spindles.
Depending on the size you need or the grittiness. And
Yeah. So if you want the inside a hole, use a bigger one, or a smaller one. I meant
not really smart to do this, but it's a fling.
to
But
do what?
to put that on there.
Oh, yeah. It will.
it'll
It
go-
could. It could just get you caught and then just like break your hand. Let's not do that.
No.
So when you do this,
Just hold it.
keep your hands away from it so they don't get caught. But just like sand it like a sander, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me demonstrate. Here's the on switch. Oh, it goes up and down. I didn't know it did that. So after it gets full speed, you do this. And it just sands it. Nice and smooth. And then you stop it, and it one stops fast. This is this sander. There's a handle here. You can actually untwist it and put it on the other side, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm right-handed. This is your trigger to start it, and I think this is actually a lock here, so you don't have to keep holding it while you're sanding.
And you got multiple speed variations right through there.
Oh yeah, it's bends. This is a slow speed. And this is a fast speed. We want the fast speed, so it sands faster.
Yeah.
And then, you saw the shoots out here, so you can put a bag on it even.
I think what's your deal?
There's your disc.
Make sure the holes line up. This one's roughly lined up, so
It's lined up enough.
to my eyes.
Okay, you want to keep it. Make sure your cord is out of the way, and then where you go. Go try to get full speed. Keep it flat while you're sanding. Then, while you're sanding, make sure you sand with the grain so it doesn't scuff the wood. And keep this flat on the wood so you don't gouge the wood.
We got a reciprocating saw, or as I call it, and the cameraman calls it, a sawzall.
It's the right name.
Yeah, Luke. Anyways, you got your little shoe here, which kind of stays with.
It's like a fence for a miter saw or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, but you told me more. This here's your blade. What you do, take out the blade.
That's actually a metal blade because I put that in there. It's okay.
Oh well. But basically what you do to take out the blade here is kind of undo this little latch. It kind of works out. Also, you're wrong. It's a wood and metal blade.
Oh yeah, because we're cutting deer antlers.
Yeah. Anyways, you kind of put it in. Get it lined through here. Lift that tab up a little bit more. And lock it in place. And it won't come out. Anyways, you got your battery here. Make sure it's fully charged or have a good charge on it. And you got locks here. This way here locks it. This way here unlocks it. So basically what you want to do, you get it lined up, kind of get it with the shoe, kind of keep a little bit away from it, and then kind of clean cut, and once you're done, make sure you cut off the side, but when you're wanting to cut it, it's kind of pulled up like that, and the other one like that. It's like a nice, straight enough cut.
This is an oxy torch. Oxy acetylene torch, but oxygen and acetylene. I may have those backwards.
It goes boom boom if you don't do it right.
Yeah. So this one should be set at 40. It's set at 40. This one should be at 5, but the gauge is broken, so it's set at like 15 or 11. And this one opens like quarter of the way, and you want to open this one all the way,
Why does that thing just turn?
because it's just another whole tank. Turn.
Oh, okay.
And then here's a striker out. Hey Jeremiah. That's okay. Okay. Now when you start this, you're going to crack the settlings on the left and then you go. And then open.
Oh,
Yeah, so start seeing any more soot in there. And you open that. So about right there. Now, get your glasses. And you want to preheat it. It gets the moisture out of the metal for safety reasons. And then when you're ready, after you get it preheated, you cover your face and press the metal. also works. You're supposed to turn the oxygen off, then the settling just in reverse order. Turn the tanks off the same way.
And then how do you bleed them?
You just hold this lever, well, to bleed them, do settling, open it up, till it all comes out. And then close it.
And then we got
Then you
oxygen.
open the oxygen and shoot it. It's
It's broken.
It's broken. Cool beans. Yippee!